Hey everyone, my name is Filipe Oliveira and today I would like to show you a different video. It's a video blog about the tank that I have scaped 1 week ago at Aquaflora showroom. This tank was running with any issues so far till last Friday when I did almost 1 week, and suddenly because someone touched the skimmer just to clean it, because some plants were floating on the tank and it gets a little bit clogged, the filter, so the skimmer. So when they clean it, they move the skimmer from position and cause some algae issues. I would like to show you how you can prevent this, also how you can fix it, and I will keep posted in a few videos later about development, about the treatment to fight this kind of algae. So let's check the tank. This is the tank that I scaped 1 week ago at Aquaflora. This tank was running with any issue so far, and this tank, I would say that the plants are growing nicely with no algae issues so far. You have seen on Facebook of Aquaflora I would say the update about this tank, and the tank was clean. So what happened just to cause this algae problem? So I will show to you. This is quite easy. When I scape a tank, usually I set the CO2 a little bit above the average. This tank is running probably 2-3 bubbles per second in order to fight any issues, because it's not balanced yet. So we need to find a sweet point just to run the CO2 regarding the lighting system. So since it's working and running with 2 aquatic eco plant, you can see it here. Let's see if I can focus. Okay, it's this aquatic eco plant, and usually to avoid any algae issues, what I do is always to set the CO2 a little bit above the average. So what happened is during this process, or last week when someone did some maintenance to this tank, what happened is the CO2 that was set here, let me try to get it on focus. You see now that is getting on or moving by the skimmer to the front glass, and this will also be moved in the tank by the outflow of the filter. You see here, by the outflow. So the CO2 is now moving in all the scape, on all the tank. This allows to get the CO2 in all the areas of the aquarium, so it is well dissolved. However, what happens, it was the skimmer, when it was moved, they changed it a little bit from the position, and as you can see right now, the CO2, instead of being all over the tank and circulate with the tank with the help of the outflow, is just released on the corner of the tank. So it goes on the skimmer, but it's not so effective at we move the skimmer on position. And you guys can see now the CO2 is spreading immediately from the front glass, and since the outflow is moving the water in this direction, will allow the CO2 to go on all directions of the tank, spreading and dissolving very, very well inside of the aquarium. So what I have done just to try to fix this issue. So I'm using a Flourish XL. However, it's not recommended by the brand, but I usually, to fight some algae without any proper maintenance or even using a brush just to clean the algae or vacuum, I did the overdose of XL. Usually to fight some kind of this algae, overdose 3 times the recommended dose of Flourish XL for the water changes. So it means I think it's 10 milliliters for every 40 liters. What I have done here, I overdose for 3 times the dose that was recommended. I will do this for 3 days in a row. So it is expected that after the 2nd, 3rd day, all the algae will disappear. So I will keep you posted about this, and I will publish a few videos later with the developing of the tank, and also if the treatment work out or not. So for now, it's only this. I hope I can help you fighting this kind of algae when it started, because it's quite normal. You don't need to be concerned about it. Not even need to be afraid when you get some algae issues. This is quite normal to happen. Of course, if everything is balanced, this problem will not occur. However, if some reason you have any lack of CO2, if the water circulation is not proper for your tank and the CO2 does not reach all the entire tank, so it can happen. So you can have problems with algae, but it's something that it stays under control. You can fix it very, very easily. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So I will keep you posted about the treatment, about maintenance of this tank, and take care. Bye bye. Hey, good morning, guys. I am on the third day of the treatment on the tank, and so far the things are improving quite well. So I'm going to show what I have done so far and how the tank looks like on the third day of the treatment with the Flourish XL. So this is the tank. The tank is with the water a little cloudy, but it's quite normal because the algae are getting dissolved and getting out from the rocks. And as you can see, it's quite clean right now. So most of the algae are already gone. However, I didn't want to keep all the organic thing inside of the tank, so I have used a small net, just moving slowly near of the algae on the rocks, and tried to catch them most I could. So I also use a brush, very, very small brush, just to brush the plants very, very softly in order to don't remove them from the soil, because remember, this tank only has 1 week. It's doing 2 weeks on next Thursday, so in tomorrow, so it's almost with 2 weeks now. And as you can see, all the plants are growing quite well. It's almost quite clean regarding to the algae. So this is it. Tomorrow I will do another video just to show you if it's totally clean. And Friday I intend to do a massive water change just to remove all organic carbon that is inside, also remove some of the particles and make the water quite clean. So I hope you have enjoyed. I hope also that I have helped you to fight some algae issues. So don't stress. If you think that your tank is not getting balanced somehow, you need to find the problem, also fix it, and don't stress. This is the problem. Oh, this was the problem. Now that it's fixed, let me take this from here. Now it's fixed, so it means the CO2 is releasing quite well, 2 or 3 bubbles per second. In a 300 liters tank, the skimmer is placed on the right position. As you can see, the CO2 is spreading almost underneath the outflow, so it means now that the CO2 is circulating in the entire tank. So it means now it's still balanced and how I left it when I skip it. So far it's going quite well, the treatment, so you already know what you must do. So be careful when you overdose XL 3 times the dose that is recommended after water changes, because if you have very delicate fish or too much fish inside of the tank, maybe they will notice some lack of oxygen. In that situation, what I suggest is just to reduce the dose on the 2nd and 3rd day. And if you feel that, or you see that the fish are not breathing well or going to the water surface to breathe, what I suggest is just to do a water change and reduce the dose of the XL. So please don't repeat the process before you do a massive water change. So if you still with algae and you need to fight them, what I suggest is just to do a massive water change and then repeat it only on the 3rd week. Don't do it 2 weeks in a row. So I hope I have helped you, and any doubts, put on the comments below. Take care. Bye bye.